Morning, folks. G Rift here. Now, after climbing through the One Piece rabbit hole to decide what video to make, I've landed on Imu-sama. Now, the person that sits on the empty throne, I guess in my last video I brought her up, could she have a possible literal devil fruit? But today I want to discuss if potentially Emu has Uranus, however you want to pronounce it. If the treasure of Merijoa that Doflamingo talks about might already potentially be Uranus of some sort. Now, picture this. Poseidon, we know, is Shirahoshi, right? Or her ability to communicate with all things. We know Pluton is something which has to be built. There is blueprints in which Pluton was created, used, is sleeping. Pluton is a thing. Poseidon is an ability or a person. So what could that mean? Person, place, or thing. Is maybe Mary Joa itself Uranus, the third legendary weapon? There's lots of theories going around now where Momonosuke, could be Uranus with the ability to control dragons, and that's what they're trying to create in Mary Joa, where they have the power to do this sort of thing. And for some reason, I just can't get it out of my head that, the Lunaria tribe, maybe with the fire and how eating a devil fruit makes you immune to water. I, for some reason, can't get it out of my head like Uranus does control the sky, right? So if Pluton is something that has to be essentially on Earth, it's a ship, it's got to be on the surface. Pluton is the surface. Poseidon is below, is the depths. Perhaps Uranus is something that fell from the sky, the first devil fruit of some sort. The father of all the devil fruits is essentially what he is in mythology, where Uranus is the father to everything. So one idea I had was possibly there was a character like Gaia out of mythology where she was the Mother Earth, and maybe this tree consumed an alien devil fruit, the Uranus fruit, or some sort of fruit which let Gaia and Uranus, the two parents of the Titans, or the actual powered folk, come to be. And maybe that's how the devil fruit started. It was a tree that consumed something from space, and maybe that's how the celestial dragons came down. They came back to reclaim their fruit, and they saw the Lunarians, and all this sort of stuff started, and they took over the land from there, right? Because they were getting too powerful. Now, this leads a lot into Joy Boy. Again, we went down the rabbit hole far. We were talking Wisdom Kings with Kaido, and how all the Yonkos represent the five Wisdom Kings in Buddha mythology. And I just was really fixated on Emu, and for some reason I can't shake the feeling that somewhere in Mary Joa, Uranus is there. The third ancient weapon of some sort. Now, they call it maybe an ancient weapon to distract from the fact that it could be something else. And Doflamingo has stated that if he had the Ope Ope no Mi's power the day he returned to Mary Joa, he would have taken the helm himself and taken over the world. Now, at that point, when he was talking to Law, the only real fact that we knew was that you could do the personality switch from Punk Hazard. So, if that was the only power brought up before this eternal life, he goes into the eternal life debate. If Doflamingo was planning to take over the world, essentially, why would he give his own life to somebody else? Unless he knew he could transfer his soul, right? If Doflamingo's consciousness could be moved into a different body, while retaining eternal youth. Maybe that's one of these factors. But if Pluton or Uranus, whichever ancient weapon, I still haven't decided. I feel like it's Uranus because it's the one we don't know. If this was a person, if this was a body, right, and the Ope Ope no Mi could switch personalities, could he essentially switch his own personality into Uranus if Uranus was Emu or somebody out there who possesses this fruit? Could he swap that and take over the powers of that? And what is Uranus? Is it an actual weapon? Is it an inanimate object that has eaten this fruit? For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that Uranus is something with a devil fruit. That it has eaten a fruit to become something, and it's just water to me. It's got to be water. It's something that opposes, right? What does Blackbeard know? How much does Zebek know? Was Blackbeard after the Yomi Yomi no Mi because of its ability to absorb other devil fruits? Or Is it the one devil fruit that, when touched with water, absorbs it and nullifies it? Is there a water devil fruit? I believe, with all these unknowns and all these powerful things, that if fire is the true enemy, maybe that's why they banned Lunarians, or why it was so able to do it, because water overpowered these. I think that Emu has a water or a Uranus devil fruit, whether or not that is one and the same, and is actually Uranus, the ancient weapon. Let me know what you guys think down below if you have any other theories. The Momonosuke one is good, but I want to thank you guys for stopping by on One Piece Wednesday today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace. Postscript G-Rift coming back here. Ignore the Master Duel video in the background. I just got to add a couple more thoughts to this here. Now, Shanks says that a pirate's greatest weakness is not being able to swim. So Shanks is obviously a very knowledgeable fellow. Whether or not he actually went to Laugh Tale and saw what was there that made Golo di Roja laugh, that we don't know. But he would have had some sort of knowledge. And when he says that his pirate crew has to be able to swim, does he have the knowledge from the Gorosei and the world government that he already understands what is coming, that maybe it is another flood, that they're going to flood this earth and he has to be able to swim? If he's got to build battleships, it is stated in the manga that Pluton is a battleship to be created with prints, that if it has to be reproduced, it could fight itself. So is that stating that maybe the world government actually has the original Pluton already, and Frankie knows how to build against it and can craft pirate ships out of this atom tree, which could be speculated to be on Elbaf, right? Maybe he's got to go to Elbaf to pump out all these ships so that when this water devil fruit is activated, it could withstand the power of the flood because it's that powerful tree. This is all speculation. There's no proof in any of this. This is a very wild theory. But it wouldn't be so crazy to think that if Emu was already targeting Vivi Nefertiti to banish her light, that possibly they already found the original Pluton in Arabasta, took it, and is now willing to remove Arabasta from existence like they have God Island. This is post-credit G-Riff talking, but yeah, if Shanks knows that much about it and knows he has to swim, we got Elbaf coming up. Perhaps it is all going to combine where we see that maybe Elbaf's guarding the last one. But I don't know. I still think water has a big part to play in being one of the main hurdles for the Straw Hats to come over, and that they're going to have to fight essentially on a Pluton with this grand fleet. They're all going to have custom-made ships from Frankie. But let me know what you guys think down below. I'm really interested and curious what you guys think these ancient weapons are. Now, I will for real catch you on the next one. Peace!